Hello everyone, my name is Rashil Kumar and today I will be presenting my internship project completed at a Webstack Academy. The title of my project is Homely Hub. It is an online web page that works on a local host. I will walk you through what I learned, what I implemented, and how this project helped me grow as a developer. Now let us see the overview of our project. Homely Hub is a web application where user can find and book properties such as villas, apartment and hotels, and also user can register, explore listings, view photos, check availabilities and make more secure online payments. Hosts can list their properties by filling out a form, and the listing are stored in database and displayed on their site. This internship project allowed me to build an entire system from scratch using full stack technologies. And let us see the goals of internship. The main goal of internship were to gain a real hands-on experience in web application development. And moreover, with the help of this internship, I could improve my skills in HTML, CSS, Java, and Mern and understand how projects are planned, built, and maintained in a professional environment. And I also learned problem solving techniques and how to apply classroom knowledge to real world projects. Now let us see the project requirement. The core objective of project was to build a fully functional property rental platform with essential features like property search, listing creations, user login, sign up, booking functionalities, and online secure payment. User should be able to register and manage their account, view property details, filter properties based on the city's price or date availables. Owners should be able to create listings and property details, images, and pricings. The system also required an integrated booking system, swipe payment gateway, and a fully responsible UI for mobile and desktop. For development, I used React.js, Node.js, Express.js, and MongoDB. For development tool, I have used VS Code, which helped me a lot in building this project. Now let us see the architecture and design of the project. The front end of this project was built using a React.js, which allowed me to create reusable components for pages such as home page, property page, booking details, and user profile. React's component-based architecture helped in fast rendering and smooth user experience. The backend was developed using a Node.js and Express.js. I created a RESTful API to handle operations like a login, authentication, booking, fetching property details, and managing payment. The backend ensures secure data handling and smooth communication with the frontend. Now let us see the architecture and design of database and API flow. For the database, I have used MongoDB which stores all users' properties and bookings. It's a flexible document structure made it easy to scale and manage. Moreover, MongoDB is a very useful in all over our regular usage. Moreover, in schools and colleges, they use MongoDB, which is most secure database. For the communication between the front end and back end happens through REST APIs. Whenever a user performs an action such as searching for properties, making a booking, or updating profile details, the front end sends API requests to backend, which process data in MongoDB and sends back the responses. Overall, the architecture ensures speed, scalability, flexibility, maintainability, and essential features for any modern web applications. Now let us see the Mern architecture. First, we have used the React.js for front-end development. The React.js include HTML or CSS, JavaScript, and Bootstrap. And in backend development, we have used Express Web Framework, Mongoose, that is MongoDB, which is used for database management. Now let us see the core web technologies. Before diving into the Mern development, I strengthened my core web fundamentals. For that, I have studied HTML, which provides the structure of web page using elements like headings, forms, images, body, content, and so on. Next, CSS. It's a which provides design, layout, and responsive using Flexbox, Grid, and media queries. CSS expansion is a cascading style sheet, and JavaScript, which is the main thing in all programming language, adds interactivity, dynamic behavior, and the ability to work with APIs. Together, these three technologies forms the backbone of all web development. Now let us see the HTML, which is a full form of hypertext markup language. HTML acts as a foundation layer of every web page. In my project, I have used HTML to structure components such as forms, text blocks, navigation, and image galleries. It helped me create semantic and seek-friendly sections with improved readability and maintainability. Advantages: there are many advantages for using HTML. It can be used in any type of computer, works in all browser, but the forms are based on CSS and JavaScript. If you want to create a simple web page, you can use HTML. In that, we want to use styling like coloring, font size. Then we want to use CSS and JavaScript. Next, we go to CSS. CSS means cascading style sheet. A CSS was used extensively to design the overall look and feel of a platform. I used here Flexbox, Bootstrap, and custom CSS to create a clean layout, responsive card, and visually appealing pages. Consistent styling played an important role in making the user experience smooth and modern. Moreover, these three HTML, CSS, and Java helps the user to give an extraordinary GUI interface between system and user. Next, we see about JavaScript. JavaScript was used for making the website dynamic. It helped handle user interactions, input validations, DOM manipulations, and connecting the front end with the backend APIs. Additionally, since the entire Mern stack uses JavaScript, this language becomes the most powerful tool for both a front end and backend. Next, full stack web development. In this internship, I gained a practical experience in full stack development, which involves working on both the client side and the server side. On the front end, I focused on user interface, which is a client side, and on back end, I handle data processing, authentication, and routing, which is server side. Together, this enabled me to build a complete end-to-end application. Monstack. This Monstack includes MongoDB for the database, Express.js for backend framework, and React.js for front-end UI UX, Node.js for server informations. Using a single language JavaScript across the entire application made development faster and more efficient. The Monstack is widely used in modern web applications for its flexibility and performance. The main skill required to build a Monstack web page is basics of HTML, CSS, Java, and understanding frameworks like React.js, Node.js, Express.js, and connectivity of MongoDB API with front-end and backend. Implementation details of my project. The implementation is divided into several stages. First, we see about front-end, where we used React.js, HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and Bootstrap. On the front end, I built a UI with React with white for fast builds. Each page was broken down into components like navbar, cards, forms, and maps. CSS and Bootstraps handle stylings and responsiveness from the users. JavaScript manages interactivity such as form validation, filtering, and updates. Second, we go to backend. It's a server side where we use Node.js and Express.js. We use Node.js, Express.js to build the servers and APIs. On the backend, I have created API using Express.js to handle login, sign up, adding properties, fetching listing, booking rooms, and processing payment. All these activities are done in backend. Next, we go for database. In database, I have used MongoDB and Mongoose. MongoDB stores user details, listings, bookings, and the login details also stored in MongoDB database. For database, MongoDB and Mongoose were used to define schemas for users, bookings, and properties. Yes, MongoDB is more useful in this project as without MongoDB, we can't give the property list that we are entered in the program. Next, we go for API and data flow. API is application programmable interface. Connects the front end with the back end. That is, front end we are use React.js and in back end we are use Express.js. For both connectivity we are used APIs. API communication allowed instant responses between front end and back end. Next we go for authentication and security purpose. This is mainly for login sign up contents. I implemented user authentication with JWT tokens, encrypted password, and added email functionality for password recovery using Mailstrap. All passwords that are entered by the users are stored in the MongoDB database. They can also be changed in the database connectivity. Next, we go for payment integration. Integrated Stripe for online secure payment. Users can complete booking safely using the encrypted transaction. For the online payments, I have integrated Stripe, allowing secure real-time transaction. Next, we go for the design. For design, I have used Bootstrap and CSS Media, which gave me an extraordinary layered response for the project. They ensured the both smooth and consistent design on all devices in respect of both mobile and laptops. Next, I used tools like VS Code in this VS Code. I have done the project for both front end and back end, and I have run separately both front end and back end. And the output was showed in Chrome browser with the help of the local host server access point. Conclusion: the internship helped me to gain a deep knowledge of the full stack development and the Mern stack ecosystem. In this project and internship timeline, I have learned how to design, code, and deploy a complete web page. Now to manage real world challenges during development and importance of clean code without any error and security and testing purpose. Overall, it was an most valuable experience that boosted my technical confidence and prepared me for future industry level projects. Gratitude. I would like to sincerely thanks Webstack Academy for offering this opportunity and guiding me throughout the project. And also thanks my mentor Richa for constant support and encouragement and feedback. This experience has motivated me to keep learning, improving my skills in modern web development. Thank you. Now let us see the demo of my project. Now I have opened VS Code and opened my Omnia project. It have both backend, front end, and modules, etc. I am opening a new terminal, a CD, front end, npm run dev. By giving this command, the code is getting compiled and run. Here we can get a local host website ID. In this, our project is running successfully. Next, we want to connect, run the backend. So, new terminal, cd backend. Next, npm and dev. Yeah, in this we can get to see that MongoDB connected successfully. Now, in front end, we are going to open this. Yeah, see, it's a web page, and this thing is because we want to connect a MongoDB server. See, MongoDB connected successfully. Now, let us see this. Once again. Yeah, we got the output. See, we listed all this property list, that is time, amount, place name, place destination, and all things. You can search anything in the search destination. For example, I put Munnar. Start date 19, end date 29, number of guests 1. So there is, we didn't book anything. First we want to log in, new user. Next we give register. You are registered and you are login. See, you can see your my account here. Your full name gives your email address and joined on date. See, this is our home page. Moreover, in MongoDB Compass, in testing, see, in users that we can get the name, email, and password they entered, and phone number. We can get everything in MongoDB. In properties, we have added these properties. And for bookings, see, already I have booked one thing. See, price 3000 created at, and payment method paid true, from to number of guests. Everything will be listed in MongoDB Compass. Now let us book something. Oh, we will book a little event. Start date. We are also giving prices of 5000 per night. Start date, end date, number of guests. So see, it's a confirmation for booking that we have booked a little heaven, check-in date, check-out date, number of guests, the nights 10 night, the total amount 50,000. Proceed to payment. See, only above payment gateway, total amount 50,000. Confirm payment. That's a web payment completed. The total price is 50,000. See, you can go to my account, my bookings, and see what are your book things. In my accommodation, you can also able to add a new place. See, title, address, photos, description,